Hello. This is Jason L. Scott the First from jasonlscottthefirst.com, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to actually help you get off to a great start with teaching you about your resources. See, inside of our Dare to Dream with our organization of New Global Dynasty, working here with TLC, part of our process of what we have and what we like to teach is the resources. Now, your resources, which is the second page of your Dare to Dream, which is your home study course, is actually the resources that you'll be using and utilizing to help you build a very successful organization and team. Now, building a business requires that you have the proper tools. So use these following tools that's listed below. As pertaining to the 3 steps that we taught you earlier, when you actually went through the 3 steps to momentum, to gaining momentum, keep momentum, what actually happens, guys, one of the things that we do is we teach people to do what we call welcome calls. And because the welcome calls are important to the building of your organization and connection of your teams, it's also important that when you do the welcome calls with 2 to 3 people of your lineage line of sponsorship, that you actually get the contact information of the leadership that you did the calls with. Now, I always tell people that I'm not going to just tell you what to do, but also teach you the reasons why we do what we do. Now, the welcome calls are important, right? And because they are also important that you get the information of the leadership you'll be working with. Because if the person that sponsored you in the business, or you actually sponsor me into the business and you're brand new yourself, you want to make sure that I have a chance to be connected to your leadership or the same person that's training you, because it's going to help you build a faster organization, because while you're learning, I don't have to wait. You can actually be on the job training while your leadership is training me as well. So you want to make sure that when you do the introductions and the welcome calls, that I actually get the names and the numbers of the persons I'm working with, but also put them on my actual second page of my resources, because they will be resources and the persons that I'll be looking to for leadership as well. All right? Now, just so you understand, even though I know you can put it in your phone, I always tell people, guys, when you launch a business like this and you do something that's going to empower and impact the lives of thousands of people, you're going to find that a lot of things are going to happen. And I've seen it happen so many times that life gets in the way and all type of things try to get in the way and sabotage a person's success. And I call it going through the motions with improper emotions. That means as soon as life starts getting in the way, situations happen, people slow down and they stop. But I also recognize one of the things that will happen is I've watched phones go out, I've watched contacts disappear, I watch all type of things, because your contacts are a commodity. And I've watched those commodities literally disappear from a person's grasp as soon as they join the business. So one thing you'll never be able to say is that you were never actually trained in the business. I've heard people say, you know what, I got burned. Somebody started me in the business and I got burned before. Or I did one of these things before and I got burned. The thing is this, people typically fail for 2 reasons. 1, they were told what to do and they just didn't do it. Or 2, they were never told what to do. So once we teach you what to do, it'll never be said to anybody else ever that you were burned in this particular organization of leadership. So put down the names and numbers of the leaders that you got introduced to, because they will be your resources that's going to help you build a team while you're growing your organization. All right? So now right under that, you're going to have the team resources. Now your team resources that you can have, you actually go to teamngd.com. That's teamngd.com, where you have a chance to download all your video content, download your Dare to Dream content. You better watch the videos on what needs to happen as soon as you get started, like what's important now. Watch the videos for PS3. That's basically understanding how to pique the interest of the people, how to show the plan or share the plan, and then through 3-way calls properly, as well as our quick retail scripts and other things that we have. So you have the resources and the documents and things that you can download and the calendars and all the things that you're going to have. So go to teamngd.com. You have that. Also, you have your Dare to Dream, the 3 steps to momentum, which is part of your Fast Start training. So when you come on board, person, as you already know, you've already clicked the Fast Start training. That's where you're watching this video now, and you have a chance to click that and get some additional training on exactly how to actually launch your business. All right. Now, also, we have we have resources for for a sizzle call, which is basically good for a first exposure, as well as your recruiting opportunity call. That's good for a second and third exposure. That means 24 hours a day you can actually put someone on the call who may not have time at a specific time that you may be doing a launch or something else, and you can tell them, listen, let's get you on top of this call right now at 518-777-4062. You can either three-way them in or let them know, grab a pen, write this down. It's starting right now. And that call starts at the moment they log into. And that's 24 hours a day that you can actually put people through the information and expose them. Plus a 24-hour recruiting webinar, which you can actually go to teamngd.com and let them watch that video. Because when someone says, when you call them and say, Mike, where you at? You're at home? Where you at right now? I'm at home. Great. Get in front of your computer. You're able to literally get them exposed. Now, the webinar is built for our first, second, or third exposure. All right, and I say that because the average person would normally join the business after several exposures. So whether your first exposure is a quick 5 or 6 minute call that they can have some quick exposure, what we call a sizzle call, or a recruiting opportunity call, or the webinar, because even if they get an opportunity call, a lot of times they'll say, let me see something. And when someone wants to see something, don't send them to your personal team site. Send them to teamngd.com. Why? Because this is the thing, guys. I know I tell people, and I've taught people all the time, that the average person needs several levels of exposure. And a lot of times when you send them to your information on your website and they watch that without watching videos, the first thing they do is they start to read, they start to have an assumption, and from their assumption, they don't join. But if they're actually following up on your website because they actually listened to a call or they went to the team's website to see the resources and that's going to be able to be there to help them, now if they want to read anything else, you can actually send them to your personal site and show them that's a site that they'll have as well. Now they'll be more interested in really saying, you know what, I can see this system working and I want it to work for me. Also, when a brand new person joins, I like to make sure that I also tell them, or I write down their rep ID number here in this slot right here on this sheet. Why? Is because, again, when you sponsor somebody and you get them started, a lot of times they don't remember all the information. You know how many times I've helped people get started and then they'll tell me, they won't tell me what the information they use, and they'll call me back later asking me, hey, can you remember the information? Can you remember my ID number? They don't remember basic things like that. So I always like to make sure that I put that as well in the information here. Compensation plan video, teamngd.com, member support to the company. You have that number that you see there, 888-873-1898. 1898. And again, that's Monday through Friday between 9 and 11 Eastern, or Saturday 10 to 4 Eastern. You can go to the company's official Facebook page, Total Life Changes. That's facebook.com, and when you're there, just type in Total Life Changes and go to there and like the page, as well as go to our team's group page, New Global Dynasty, TLC. That's NUGLOBAL Dynasty, TLC. All right. Then, of course, guys, we have our team teas and tools and resources, and that you can actually go to empoweryourdreamsnow.com, and that's actually a resource that we have because we actually work with people to help them brand themselves and brand the organization and brand the team, and you're going to find, guys, that in this type of environment, teams are what people are drawn to. You're going to find out when you get online, people are going to say all the time, what team you belong to, what organization you belong to. And that solidarity of the team, you want to be able to go to Empower Your Dreams Now to get the T-shirts and the things that you're going to need, as well as that's an actual, a marketing organization that can help you brand yourself, help put basic things together for you for your personal websites and other things that you may want to do that's outside of what you normally do with, with TLC, because branding yourself is going to be important. And we have a team that's in place to help you set up your life for that process. All right. Also, you can go to www.freeconferencecall.com and sign up for your own free conference line. Now, because once we start doing launch calls and helping you do launch calls for your organization, and actually do what we call our VGOs, which is a virtual grand opening, you want to be able to have your own conference line. So whenever you start working with your leadership, they'll work with you at that time. So freeconferencecall.com is a great tool that you can utilize to get your free conference lines. Now, this is important. Your training schedule, guys, because there has never been a job that you've gone to that you never gotten involved with orientation or training. So it's going to be important that as you learn a new skill set of working for yourself, working from home, you plug yourself into all the different trainings and team events that we have going on. So building your business from home every single day, 24 hours a day. You can actually use a 24-hour opportunity webinar. And you can send people around the clock to teamngd.com. Now, we're going to actually, after you watch this, you can actually watch the PS3 video, and that video will teach you and show you how to actually properly move people from that exposure process. But that gives you a chance to put people through the system and leverage your time 24 hours a day. Now, Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard clock, AM, that's Pacific time, Pacific. Now, what happens is we have a wake up and win call that we have each and every morning between Monday and Friday with Stormy Wellington and all the other top leaders that she has every single day, because it's important how you start your day off. It's important that when you wake up, going through all these nightmares in your sleep, or looking through and having all the, just dreaming of all the different problems and situations that you have going on, it's important that you start your day off on a great tone. And our Wake Up and Win call with Stormy Wellington is great for that. And as you see, that number is 605-562-3140. PIN number is 493-824#. So make sure you log into that each and every morning. Each time you have a scheduled event, put it in your phone. Don't always look for someone else to call you and remind you. Of course, we do send reminder texts. And as you start to develop your team, you'll have leaders that you want to send a text to remind them as well. All right? Make sure, guys, that you take ownership in your own personal responsibility. Never tell someone, well, no one told me. Take the training schedule that you see here on your resources. I recommend that your Dare to Dream, you print it out, and you keep it close to you. You print it out, and you can actually make it. You can actually, make it smaller and tape it on the inside of your calendar, or tape it someplace where you always know your resources. Take the information and the numbers and the names of the different events and put them and plug them into your phone, so that you get a reminder yourself every single time there's something going on, guys. Change your lifestyle here, this moment right now. Commit to a lifestyle change, because I promise you, to earn 6 figures or 7 figures for yourself working from home, it's going to take a lifestyle change. And what you've been currently doing has gotten you the results in your life that you have right now. So if you want to have different lifestyle change or something different going on, then you're going to have to change some things about that. So be willing to do that right now. All right? So every Monday, guys, we have our new Global Vision Mastery call. That's at 9 p.m. Each and every Monday. Do not miss that, guys. Whatever you do, don't miss that call. Plug yourself, plug your team, plug your organization into that call. That's that Vision Mastery. And we actually do the call and the presentation, whatever we're training about, on project100krevolution.com. And we do it there as well. And as you see, that number is 218-895-0446. PIN number is 247360#. All right, and so put that in your phone right now. Lock it in as something that you must do each and every Monday. If you had a part-time job, you would show up. If it was school that you were going to, because this is school and this is class, you will show up. Nothing comes in the way of this, guys. Promise you. Commit to what we're teaching and what we coach you. I promise you, you too can be a six-figure income earner like many of us and many that we have trained and taught as well. All right. Now, also Monday through Sunday, we have an opportunity call that we had our launch call that we've bridged in with Stormy and the organization as we continue on with our Project 50K. All right, now Project 100K Revolution, guys, is our personal teams organization. If we're looking to put 100,000 brand new families into the organization, and you're a part of that process. So every Monday through Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have a chance to get people on a live opportunity call that's going to be done by some of the top leaders in the industry. All right, of TLC, and the number is 605-562-3140. PIN code is 493-824#. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m., we have Global Mastery call. Again, as people are getting exposed to the business, they want to have constant training. There's a lot of things that we train on, a lot that we coach, a lot that we mentor on. And the Vision Mastery is on Monday, where we teach you the progress, the mindset. But on Wednesday nights, we teach you the process, the mechanics of what it's going to take in order for you to become successful. So make that part of your weekly schedule, guys. A Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's on our team line. 218-895-0446, PIN code 247360#. each and every Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m., be on a New Global New Member Orientation call. Don't miss that call. Put that in your calendar. Each and every time you get brand new people, make sure that they're on that call. And again, that number, same thing, is our team line, guys. Do not miss that call for your new member orientation. And then even you log on so that you can get training each and every week from different leaders. And of course, someday you yourself will be a part of that that orientation, helping brand new people get started off right. The more you listen, the more you train on it, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. All right? So I always recommend, guys, that people plan a team or family event once a month. That means you yourself with your local organization, get together and go out to eat or go out to the movies or go out with your family and do some great things, all right, so you can build a team and a family bond. And call your sponsor at least once a day. It builds team relationships and rebuilds the confidence of the person, because when people are brand new, guys, they're excited, but it only takes one or two negative responses from somebody out there in the streets, and then all of a sudden now their heart is not game. They're feeling negative. They're feeling down. But as soon as they start talking to their sponsor, once again, that's plugged in, now they get themselves reinvigorated and ready for the day again. All right, guys. So that's your actual resource training. So make sure you use this so you can know what the team. What our class schedules are. Make sure you know the itinerary of what our classes are. And as you see, guys, that we have a training schedule that we have someday, each and every day there's something going on. So make sure you schedule everything yourself inside of your phone or inside of your calendar. All right? Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You have a great day.